Atlanta, you're listening to the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the #1 party show in the city.
I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, so famous, #1 desirable.
What's going on, everybody? And we're back with the crew. How y'all doing this morning?
What's up? Good morning.
Like, where's the energy at, Jenny?
I'm trying to be at peace with everything going on, but my energy is going to be reserved for when it needs to come out. But other than that, life is good, as I always say.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's just get right into it. What you got for us this week, Ms. Dr. Morning Fix? I'm gonna call you
Dr. Morning Fix. Oh my gosh, now I gotta live up to that.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a better morning than myself. It is Jenny Ruby with your Morning Fix. So I'm sure some of you may have caught on to the memes floating around Instagram about these scammers and these liars on Netflix. We have Simon Leviev, the Tinder swindler. We have Anna Delvey, who was a fake socialite in New York City, or she actually became a real socialite, and she was able to get nearly $300,000 out of her friends. And Simon Leviev was able to get $10 million from telling women that he loved them. And then now we have a new guy, and I'm sure Netflix is going to jump onto the documentary or some sort of movie or series, which I hope they do. Zach Avery, who was posing as an actor who was trying to get investors into his deal of, I don't know, some sort of technology thing. I'm not even sure. But what I noticed was the $650 million that he got from investors.
Sheesh.
$650 million. Can I get $1 million of that? Because what? We have all these liars and scammers getting all this money from telling these fabricated stories about who they are on these fairy tales. Like, I need to learn something from them. Like, what is it that makes these people just continue to lie and tell these compelling stories to get money out of people? Like, I don't know how to do that. It just doesn't sit right with me. So back to Dr. Jenny Ruby over here. I started researching why people lie. So apparently there's a reason why people lie, especially if they get away with it. Okay. You're laughing. So
I love that she said, apparently there's a reason why people lie.
Because they get away with it. And there's a part of your brain, it's called the amygdala. So it's in the front cortex of the brain. When you lie, there's an emotion that's supposed to form. It's supposed to feel guilt, and you're supposed to feel bad when you lie. The more you lie, the less emotion that you feel. So literally, you can train your brain to stop feeling emotions as you tell these lies. So the amygdala shows up less and less the more that we lie. So essentially, like, the guilt feelings tend to weaken and shrink. So I thought that was interesting, because I look at people and they just lie their asses off, and I'm looking at them like, do they know that they're telling these lies? Because they really believe themselves. And apparently they don't even feel that emotion anymore. That part of their brain is gone, is dead, is out. So that's how these people are scamming these people. They feel nothing. They don't feel bad for making these friends and eventually extracting and extorting thousands and millions of dollars from them. So I thought that was interesting. So that part of the brain is not existent for these people.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
That is extremely interesting. Apparently,
like
there's a reason why people lie.
In the front. I got a lot of forehead, so I'm just wondering if, like, I got a lot of lying to do to get this thing out the way, but
it's hilarious. Well, in current news, I don't know what to do between Kanye West, aka Ye, Yeezy, Genius, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what to do. Well, let's go to the baby, because I feel like his is a little more, I mean, it's a little shorter. Okay, we don't have as much context on him, but apparently he's being sued now by Danny Lay's brother for assaulting him at that bowling alley. It's crazy. Like, they got a kid together. They got a whole baby together. And you're out here doing all this messy stuff, bro. Like, how old are you, really? I mean, come on.
It's wild to just watch all that happen
Yeah.
over and over again with the baby. It seems like it happens all the time with him.
It's a cycle.
What did he do at Walmart? What did he do at Walmart? Did he do something at Walmart?
He killed somebody.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I was like making sure. I was like, I don't want to spread no fake news, so I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
So
he killed somebody. Well, I mean, I guess the guy were attacking him, but so I mean, it was self-defense and stuff.
So
but,
that was self-defense, and so with
Yeah.
Danny Lay's brother, he's saying that was self-defense as well.
Right. Allegedly.
Yes.
There was a
Allegedly.
heavy pause on there. Oh, okay, but I
Yeah.
mean, Danny Lay's brother's hitting him where it hurts at this point, or where it may hurt for him. I don't know. He's
I
trying
know
to get to the
somebody that's
pockets,
happy
right?
about it. The lawyer, he's happy about it. The one who always has to show up to court for the baby and these transgressions he keeps having, that guy's very happy. So,
Well,
I mean,
is he winning the
constantly-
cases? Oh yeah, he did win the case because obviously he's walking
he
around
gets paid
free.
regardless. I mean, he gets paid regardless. Well, it's not. It's civil cases he's going through.
Oh, okay,
you know,
I see,
is
I
what
see.
I'm talking about. But yeah, it's wild. You know, and to do that, can you imagine being bowling with your kid? You know what I mean? In the middle of the bowling alley, and all of a sudden the baby pops out here, and you're like, oh my God, it's the baby, and then the baby ends up beating up some people in the middle of the, in the middle of the bowl. Now that's crazy.
He is always.
They were
into
slipping and
fighting
sliding
drama
down
right
that lane. It was messy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Those two families, they just should never procreate. They need to just stop making more babies. They just need to stay as far away from each other and
I
just
think it's a
have
little
someone
too late
drop
for
off
that
the
now.
baby.
They need to stop making the baby.
Yeah, they stop making
No more the
yeah,
babies.
Exactly.
Okay.
Kanye West, Cadence. I know you have been dying to dive into this. We all saw the amazing Super Bowl halftime performance. We'll get into that in a second. All I got to say is round of applause, hands down, my favorite Super Bowl performance of all time. I think it was definitely an omen to all the amazing hits that came out of the West Coast. Great talent. But Cadence, go ahead and do what you do. Kanye West.
Once
Man.
again, it seems like we're here every month with Kanye doing something crazy. Every week, it seems like.
Every
What's Kanye
day.
doing?
Hashtag the vision.
I can't even keep up. What is he doing now? What's going on with Kanye?
What do you mean you can't keep up? What hasn't he been doing lately?
There's
He got a
always
whole.
something.
First of all,
You guys saw the documentary though, right?
I started seeing
Yeah.
it. The documentary
I saw part of
is
it.
You need
is
to finish
crazy.
it.
Amazing.
It's so good.
Yeah, if you started seeing it, you need to finish it because honestly, his resilience and his drive was so inspiring and motivating. Okay, whatever he has going on right now, that's but he's there for a reason. And hats off, bow down.
No doubt.
I think he deserves his credit. Like not that we're not giving it to him every week on the show, but Kanye is Kanye for a reason. So
We're just talking about the antics.
The
And I'm
antics are
starting to
ridiculous.
feel like a lot of what he does, it's just a ploy for publicity. Buying an entire truck, wrapping it, putting a bow on it, and putting something about this was my vision and filling the whole bed of the truck with flowers and send it to Kim's house. Like,
That's one hell of a flex. I know Pete Davidson was like this.
But you know what
effort.
though? When he was with when Kanye was with Kim before and they lived in a house, he did the same thing with flowers. He had a violinist on whatever Valentine's Day. I'm not sure what holiday it was.
they broke up.
Well, he's trying to
That
get his
part.
family back. He
I know
better
he's-
pull
He wants that
all the
old thing
tricks out of his
back.
hat.
Nelly wanted that old thing back too. And then we all saw what it was. It looks like there's a lot happening behind the
Oh
scenes.
Lord,
You know what I'm saying?
I support Kanye doing all this because a lot
I
of
don't.
people have too much ego to not really show how they feel. As long as it's not hurting anybody, as long as it's not hurting anyone, and I haven't seen
think-
Kim respond publicly and say stop Kanye. She did say stop making threats because it can hurt Pete Davidson.
He disabled
but
his Instagram.
Oh well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I support him
And-
trying to get his family back.
No, he's doing too much.
I think he's doing way too much, in my opinion. I just think that it's
Talk
it's
to him,
really sad.
Cadence.
Because I mean, let's just look at all the things that he's doing in the middle of this whole situation. The flowers, where she says she's done, and all you women are all talking about when you're done, you're done. It's clear that Kim is done with Kanye, You know what I mean? And it's like, I get it. That's his crush. That used to be his, his dream girl.
That was his wife.
No, that was his crush before it was his wife. That was his dream girl that he's always wanted in his life.
That's why he's not giving up yet.
So I get that. But
that's exactly why he's not giving. That was his dream girl. That it was crush. That it was his wife. He messed up and went to Julia Fox to realize that wasn't it and try to go back. But as a woman, when you see your man with somebody else, that is you X that out. I don't know. That's
toxic.
Like, you look at him, you're like, I don't even look at you the same. She might entertain him for a little bit. That was her husband. But at the end of the day, you don't look at them the same way. I don't.
I mean, she's trying to get a divorce, and he's like denying divorces and stuff. And I mean, that's just, it's toxic.
Wasn't he the one who initiated the divorce? Wasn't it his? Didn't he file? And
I don't know. From the way she sounds, I would say no.
I think that I remember reading or hearing something that he was the one who felt like they should have a divorce, but for Kim's image, he allowed her to file. That's I don't know.
That's what he did.
That sounds stupid.
If that's something he did, then that's dumb on him, because then he gave her time to actually think, and now she don't want to think.
Yeah, so. She's probably done for real. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. After I think that this stuff started when he came out talking about the abortion and stuff, and she was talking about that and how how that really affected her, that everybody was and like I said, when you see Pete Davidson erasing his IG, you don't know anybody can send him a message. You know what I mean? So now you got all these people sending him messages telling him how he's a homewrecker and all of this. I just think
he's doing too much. He's doing too much. He's trying to control the narrative, in a very negative way. Note to everybody out there, the internet is a wild place. If you do have a large platform, you have a responsibility when it comes to people's safety. And when you are a public figure like that, anything that you say can incite violence towards somebody else. So please be very mindful. It's real life. It's not a game off the computer. It's really not funny, even though I know people love to build up celebrities just so they can break them down for amusement. It's disheartening, and it's very sad that this is the society that we live in today. But that's where we're at. So we're definitely hoping that everything is good with Pete Davidson, which, by the way, I got to tell you, this lookalike that I told y'all about, I'm going to have to get a picture of him. I'm going to have to see if there's any way somebody will get a picture of him so I can put it a side by side up for you guys. He looks almost exactly like Pete Davidson. It is.
Where is he from? Where is he?
I don't know. He's working on a new movie by Apple Plus. He's Crew, and he looks just like Pete.
You got a crush on him?
No.
Okay.
No. I didn't have to think about that one. You see? Nope. Not my type. But tall, dark, and handsome over here. Anyway.
Pete is cute to me.
Huh?
I said Pete is cute to me. I think he's cute.
You should.
A lot of people were like,
you should shoot your shot. Pete Davidson, Jenny's trying to holla. She wants to see what that thing do.
No, I'm not.
Anyway.
I just said I think cute. I think because a lot of people were saying, why is she with him? He's not even attractive. I think he's a handsome man.
Do you really though?
Yeah, he has nice teeth. Teeth are big.
You really just said nice teeth? That's it? What else?
Apparently he's funny, I guess. I don't know him like that, but as far as just aesthetically, I think he is handsome. Yes.
So what you're really saying is that you think that Pete Davidson is aesthetically pleasing to you?
Yeah, he's good looking. He's not normally what I would look at, but I think he's not he's not ugly.
He's not normally what I would look at. Like
he's he's good looking. He's good looking.
You guys call me harsh. Well, listen, in other news, NBA All-Star Weekend. I can't believe none of us made it out there. So sad. Michael Jackson. I need to get my life together today. Apparently,
I was wondering. Michael Jackson went to the All-Star game?
No, I was going to say Michael Jordan's birthday just recently passed. But back to NBA All-Star. Tiffany Haddish did the. I'm not even going. Well, let me choose my words wisely. She had a really dope entrance doing the sea walk. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, she did that thing.
Doing the sea walk.
She did it. It was great. You guys all should have seen it because I sent it to you.
We gotta
censor a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
She came in see walking. There you go.
People out there, we do not support gang culture and violence. We just want to let you guys know that we are all for safety.
She came in doing the sea walk. That's funny.
We're just talking about the walk that she did, the dance move. Okay, people, that's what we're talking about. She was dancing her little butt off. She did that thing. She was very swagged out. And
nice.
Well, on the flip side of that, I have a lot of questions about this one. Rick Ross bought a cow.
Really, to eat or what?
No, I think it's a pet.
I'm like, what do you?
He said it'd been a lifelong dream of his to buy a cow.
And to do what with it?
Rick Ross looks pretty. I mean, even though he's real, like, hip hopish and everything, he looks like a country kind of boy at heart. I could see him wanting to own a cow and some horses and stuff.
He has horses.
Yeah,
but he didn't have a cow.
What is he doing with the cow? He's having it eat.
He has like a ranch
outside,
or he just has a ranch, and he wants to. He's always wanted to have a cow
in Georgia or something. He lives in Georgia, right?
I believe
he lives in Atlanta. Yeah.
Hey,
he lives in the old.
So he has a cow. Okay, what else animals does he have? He just wants to have a farm.
Horses. I think cow and horses. That's a lot on the headline, and he was hype about that cow. He was hyping the cow up,
right?
I didn't ask him. Shout out to Rick Ross. We know he's listening. I'm not like, did you buy a pet cow so you could eat it? Like, who does that?
Yeah, but I don't know. That's why.
I doubt he eats his first cow. I don't think he would eat his first cow. I think he would hold on to your first cow.
I mean, unless maybe the world comes to an end due to COVID or something, and then he needs something to survive.
Maybe he's doing his like grass-fed eating cow, and then he knows he's feeding his cow. Like, this is like organic.
You get a lot of food from a cow.
So I don't know. Maybe you have a farm so you can. Right? I don't know. I don't eat animals.
I mean, I don't know what he's doing with I don't know what he's doing with the cow, but he bought a cow, people. And that's all I gotta say. He was hype about it. The cow came out into its little quarters that it's got outside on the ranch, and he was like, yeah, boy. He was hyping that cow.
Does Wingstop still give you chicken thighs, or have they got back to wings? I know that's kind of random, but he actually owns a bunch of Wingstops and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
About that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Learn something new
a lot of Wingstops
every day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good to know. We'll have to ask him, right?
Yeah.
Also, if anyone watched that Super Bowl halftime performance, it was giving me life. It was
It wasn't the greatest always of all time. You said that it was the greatest. I don't believe it was the greatest.
You don't think so?
What was the greatest?
Why?
No. Michael Jackson was number one in my opinion.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just talking. I mean,
but as far as hip hop, don't get me wrong.
I'm really talking about. Yeah.
I'm all for the hip hop and all that stuff.
Top 5.
And definitely, no doubt, top 3 in my opinion.
Top 3.
I would say it's a toss up between that and Purple Rain with Prince. When he was playing Purple Rain and it started raining in the middle of the Super Bowl, that was a real dope moment.
So for me, it'd be Michael Jackson, Prince, and then this performance. Let me clarify. Those would be my top 3 favorite all-time favorite performances.
Ain't nobody talking about Beyonce.
Beyonce was good.
Beyonce would be number 4 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Legends, Michael Jackson,
Beyonce's
Prince. And then you had the whole, like, it was really a tribute to hip hop, to that West Coast vibe. I thought the set was genius. That transition from Snoop and Dr. Dre to 50 Cent was super iconic. Paying tribute to, one of his first singles. That was great. Although everybody did say he's looking a little thick these days, okay?
Yeah, that's no doubt.
Wasn't quite in the club like he used to be, but
it's okay. He's eating now, so that's good.
Yeah, very true.
She said,
I wish they would have had a little bit more, I want to say, I don't know what the word for it, maybe theatrics. Like when I think of Beyonce and I think of all the pyrotechnics that was going on and how the cameras were and stuff like that. And you think about how when, what's the guy that did it with the mirrors and everything, the last one, and it was just so like iconic the way it looked and stuff like that. I wish it would have been a little bit more like that, but I thought it was a great performance though.
Yeah, I thought for today, the culture and the society that we live in, for today's world where music is at, I thought it was very well orchestrated, well put together. It looked like it was just supposed to be a giant block party, and it was showing you basically like different people's houses on the block just having the best time ever.
And Mary killed it. Oh, Mary was the highlight to me of the performance, next to 50 Cent hanging upside down and almost suffocating.
Who, Monet?
Yeah, Monet.
Yeah. Monet was out there. Did you see all the memes that came out about her when she fell out on the stage?
Yeah,
she didn't. Okay, guys, listen. Full disclosure, we're not saying she literally fell out because she was sick. It was just the way she ended the performance on the floor. Everybody was saying she fell out because of, the news that had come out. I'm not going to do a spoiler. If you haven't seen Power Book 2, you need to go do yourself a favor and do that. But it was a crazy good performance. I thought it was great. Big kudos to them. I thought Tyler Perry's post of Medea as Mary J. Blige in the middle of the Super Bowl performance looking extra thick in them little mirrored out shorts was hilarious. Also,
Tyler Perry came dressed out as a woman. Wait, again? As what?
No, it was Medea. He had done it before. He had a picture before, and it looked like the exact same outfit that Mary J. Blige had.
Okay. I was like, okay.
He had commented and said that he did it
I was
first.
like, did he show up to Super Bowl dressed like a woman? Because now what? Like,
well, they photoshopped it. They photoshopped Medea's face onto Mary J's outfit. Yeah, and basically he was saying that he was really standing, like, let me not say Medea was really standing on a car, but that, he wanted everybody to know that Medea did it first. Trey Songz is also making, I don't know what's up with all these people in these headlines. Okay, so I definitely want to get you guys' opinions on this situation because it's looking like there's a lot of merit behind it, although he strongly denies all the allegations. He's been hit with a $20 million lawsuit for alleged sexual assault at a house party some years ago. What do you guys think? Do you think that this is fake news, real news?
I wasn't there.
I say that if I walk into a room and 10 people call you a crackhead, you may not smoke crack all the time, but at some time you have dabbled at some point or time. And that's about where I'm at with Trey Songz. We just had this argument with him about another girl not too long ago. And it seems like a regular pattern is going on here with Trey Songz being over aggressive with these females and stuff. So I just don't get it. So I'm leaning, not to say, he's guilty until proven innocent, no doubt about that, but it's looking bad.
You mean innocent until proven guilty?
Yeah, whatever. He's guilty until proven innocent.
What was very far off, one or the other. Innocent or guilty until.
I don't know. I think that he is probably going a little too far with these girls, and I think that some of these girls are finally starting to come out now. And it sucks that all of a sudden all these girls now all of a sudden have to defend who they are as people. I think that's probably the thing that irritates me the most. Like, you think about Kim having, everybody's like, oh, well, Kim's on her 4th divorce. So what if she's on her 4th divorce? That's what she does or whatever, but it's not fair to say that it's her fault just because she's on 4 divorces or it's these girls' fault because they keep going out with Trey Songz and stuff like that. Now, I would probably be watching Trey Songz. I wouldn't be quick to be going on dates with him and stuff like that. So watch yourself, ladies, because there's
a lot.
I wasn't there. I don't really know what happened. I don't really know the story.
Did you see the story?
I mean, Trey Songz does have a lot of allegations, or has had a lot of allegations going towards him. So. But at the same time, that can also be an incentive for someone to kind of push forth the same narrative that, like, okay, he already has this, I'm going to keep pushing. So I don't know. I wasn't there. Like you said,
he strongly denies it. Everybody strongly denies it.
I
Nobody ever
gotta
comes out and
know
goes,
the
yeah, I did it.
facts before I speak on something. But if it is true, whatever may happen, I don't want anything bad to happen to any of these women out there. We already got hard enough. But I just hope that if it is true, I hope he gets it together in some way, shape, or form.
Listen, I agree with what you're saying. You got to collect all the facts before you can really form a full opinion. However, it's starting to feel a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is starting to feel a lot like a modern day case of R. Kelly but minus the kid part. It's starting to feel like a repetitive series of events that they keep trying to sweep under the rug, whether they're being paid off or not. One person finally gets the courage to speak. Another one decides to follow in their footsteps. It puts their safety at risk. I mean, you got to think of what these people are risking. Yes, there is a chance that these women are doing it for a check. He's got money. Maybe they want some attention. Maybe they want a check. However, when women are victims of sexual assault, it can take a long time before they have the courage to speak up about it. More than anything, out of fear for people not believing that their story is true. And second, fear of power publicly, which is exactly the control that public figures have. They have a lot of control over society.
And now they have power because it's more than one of them. So now it's like, I'm not speaking out for myself. I'm speaking out also with the first lady who played basketball, the WNBA star, and it's like, those are the things that happen. I mean, I feel horrible. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes I feel like I'm a woman with my thoughts like that, because guys are always on the opposite side of that. Like, we should always just believe them. But I just know that that's a tough situation for a woman to even have to come out and say, that actually happened to her, and then it'd be a man of somebody famous. And a lot of times it's like, oh, well, no, why would Trey Songz do that to you? He can have anybody. Why would he want you? And it's just sad. It's a sad situation for those.
Can women, I just say, these boys out here, because we're not going to call them men, these boys out here that try to act like they're grown, that will publicly deny involvement with women, that they manipulate to get the things that they want out of them.
Or men.
All right, because they are swinging both ways. I mean, let's just keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call yourself a man. If you're gonna get down with somebody, get down with somebody. A lot of these celebrities, you'd be surprised the women that they get down with. I done been in some rooms. I done seen some stuff. I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm not gonna say any names. But sometimes you see the girls walking out, you're like, dang.
I have seen it all too.
Who? And then you see them walk out, and you're like, wow. But guys are guys,
right? It's interesting to see what they actually deal with in their personal lives versus what they walk around with publicly.
But that's the thing. And let me clarify. We are not saying that if you're a certain size or you look a certain way that you're not worthy or that you're not attractive. But we're saying according to the public stereotype of what they like to claim when they're out is not necessarily what they're dealing with behind closed doors or what they like. So, ladies, different strokes for different folks, literally. So there's a flavor for everybody. You got something that someone out there is going to like, and that's going to want all that love that you got to give. But I'm just saying, please, for the celebrities out there, can we just stop with the clout, with the cap, with the lies? Like, if you like something, you just like something. They got all these little arm pieces that they like to take out to events and to parties, and then they go home, and it's not that. They got the person that might be holding them down that doesn't look as maybe picture perfect as your little 2-inch waist chick with the 35-inch chest and the 40-inch waist. I mean, like, let's just be real. Why is it so hard for people to just be real with themselves?
Everyone has a type. Everyone has.
It's all a gimmick.
Type. That's for sure.
And people got some crazy ass fetishes and things that they like, which we're not gonna get into that. But before we jump in a break, I also wanted to touch on Rockman Dunbar. I don't know if you guys heard about this, because I already know we're gonna go all the way left with this, and we just not gonna do that today. He's suing Disney and 20th Century over the vaccine mandates that they're trying to implement. I can kind of speak to this a little bit because I am doing some work on an Apple Plus movie, and I know it's not Disney. So for the people out there, oh, she's so stupid. She said it was Disney, and she's talking about Apple. I know, but we're just talking about production companies in general. They are really trying to implement mandates for vaccines, and that's crazy. I'm siding with him on this because I feel like it's important, yes, but where did all the craziness go of the 6 feet apart and all this other stuff? And I really feel like the vaccine should be an optional thing when it comes to your paycheck.
I think we've gotten to that. I think we've gotten to that point now.
Yeah, it's too much.
I think people now that everybody's got fatigue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people lost their jobs, and then now they're saying you don't need to be vaccinated, and vice versa. And it's just like it's too confusing. You gotta pick it. Just pick it, stick with it, and that's it. It's too much.
Well, I think part of it is that everything changes. You know, like we have to understand that this is evolving. We don't know enough about it. When the flu first came out, when the flu first came out, you know, all of a sudden the flu was the huge, crazy thing, and they wish they'd have had a vaccine, and millions of people were dying from it. And now it's something that you can just catch and you're good. You know, like maybe that's where COVID is going, and that may be where they need to, you know, start moving the narrative instead of just saying that everybody has to be
exactly, the narrative. For example, like Coachella. Coachella, they're taking all COVID restrictions away, and they're just going like it's
like we're back in 2019.
Whatever. Exactly.
Yeah. But the whole point of it was how many people, I wonder, I've never seen a list or anything, but I wonder how many people haven't had COVID yet. You know, I mean, and that was part of the thing when it first happened. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that are still, you know, out there like that. So I don't know. I just think
your body, your choice. That's it.
No, it's not just I can't go that far with that because we live in a society. We live in a society, so you can't say your body, your choice, because your choice affects my body. So you can't just say that your body, your choice. That's not fair.
How does my body affect your body?
Because if you decide to go get sick and then you get me sick, and then
how would I get you sick if you're protected, though? How would I get you sick if you're protected?
Because you can still get me sick. Let's not start with that narrative like we don't know how the thing works.
But hold on, wait. Because you could still get sick, you said, right? But
yes.
But you're protected. That's the point of being protected. You can get.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
You could be vaccinated or not vaccinated. You could still pick it up from either one of them. So it's your body. You just got to take care of your own body, because the person sitting left to you, sitting to the right to you, the person who's vaccinated could not pass it to you, and the person who is vaccinated could pass it. It's vice versa. It's just you could get it from anywhere is what I'm trying to say.
First of all, when you get the vaccine, you can still give it to somebody. So you getting the vaccine is really making the choice to protect yourself and your immune system should you catch it. So I feel like, me and you, Jenny, I feel like we're kind of on the same page as far as our thoughts when it comes to this. I really feel like COVID has become a business for the government. With what's going on. You
can get sick from the person who got from someone who is vaccinated and someone who isn't.
Let's be real. This is like when you go.
It's not an opinion. It's a fact. You can get it from anyone.
When you go sleep with somebody and you know there's a chance you could catch something, you're going to wear your little protection, have a good time, and keep it pushing. It's the same thing to me with COVID. You go outside, you're trying to have a good time. You can choose to use protection or not. In other words, choose to wear your mask or not, choose to get vaccinated or not, leave yourself exposed or don't. But it's a decision that I feel like we can all make individually for ourselves. Because if it comes down to the same thing, everybody should stop sleeping with each other. And everybody should stop going outside, and then the world will be a great place. No one will ever get STDs, and no one will ever get any contagious, illnesses like COVID. I'm just saying.
We're just going to have to agree to disagree, because I don't agree with that at all.
What don't you agree with? So you think that someone who's
your
vaccinated
body, your choice is ridiculous. I think your body, like we're talking about with the STDs, it's my body, my choice. So if I decide to get an STD and then give it to you, it's my body, my choice. Is that how that works?
No, that's not how that's everybody. That is not how that works. My body, my choice means that I have the right to choose what I would like to do and put inside my body or take out.
But what if you are getting somebody else sick because of your body, your choice?
But you still get them sick with the vaccine. That's what we're confused about.
If someone's vaccinated, you could still get someone else sick. So how does that? Your choice is to take care of your body by getting vaccinated. Hence, why why we all get vaccinated.
Like I said, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree, because I don't agree with that.
There, it's a fact. So you can't. So wait, hold on, Cadence. So you're telling me that you can't get sick from someone who's vaccinated?
Why do you keep saying that? I never said that one time that you could.
Because you're saying that someone who's not vaccinated is affecting you.
I didn't say somebody not vaccinated is affecting me. I'm
well,
saying
you said
what you
someone's-
said. You said my body, my choice, and I said I
Because it
don't agree
is.
with my body, my choice because we live in a global society where it's not your body, your choice. I don't agree with that.
So
Now
you-
I
okay,
agree.
so let's go
I
back to
agree.
the
Wait a
original
minute. Hold up. Let me
Okay,
finish.
go ahead.
So now I agree with the
here
whole
for it.
vaccine thing, and I understand that the vaccine, you know, that everybody shouldn't have to take it. You know, I get it. But let's also remember that 2 years ago, we had people in morgues and trucks from this same disease. Things have changed. So we have to admit that, yes, things have changed. Things are going to get better, and we're not going to have to necessarily everybody get vaccines. But to turn around and say that it's your body, your choice, that's
It
just
is.
not, I just don't agree with that. I don't agree
I know,
with that,
but
and I don't think I
why?
will.
Why though? Why are you bringing up like the morgues? But why is someone who chooses to do what they want with their own body affecting you personally?
They are affecting me because they're affecting me by medical bills. They're affecting me by taxes I have to pay. They affect me by the way that I have to live my life.
But
now.
how? Like, I don't get it. What
Because
do
you
mean?
decided not to get vaccinated, and all of a sudden you're dead now. Now all of a sudden I can't.
So how does
like
someone
I
else
said,
being dead affect you and your bills?
How does it affect me? You don't think I have to pay taxes for that? You don't think I pay medical bills for the people who don't go? You don't think my medical bills are higher or my insurance is
So
higher?
your
because
medical
people go to
bills
them?
are higher because of people who chose to not get vaccinated.
My insurance is higher because people decided not to go and get vaccinated, so they have to go to the doctor, so we have to pay for those type of things.
But so you mean to tell me that there's the people who are going to the doctor are the people who are not vaccinated?
The people who are going to the hospital, the majority of the people, yes, they are unvaccinated. That is a fact.
That's
That
a
is a
fact.
fact.
Let's
That
we
is
need a
100% fact.
Fact check.
That is
So therefore, the
100%
people-
fact.
But also a lot of hospitals are not taking people that aren't vaccinated. So what are you
That's
talking
fine.
about?
What do you mean they're not taking? What do you mean they're not?
It's not affecting
What do you mean they're
you.
not taking people? Hospitals have to take you. What do you mean they're not taking you?
But they're saying there's people who are getting. They say they have to get. They're checking to get admitted. They have to be They're not doing like procedures on people who are not getting vaccinated and things like that. So I don't understand how it's affecting you. Anyway,
How it's affecting me?
I don't see it. And also with the my body, my choice thing. So you're like, okay, for what about the people who get abortions? So you feel like that getting an abortion is not your choice, is not a woman's choice either?
What does
That's
that?
the
That's
original.
not the
That's
same thing
That's
at
where the
all.
original. No, because
Then
that's
keep
what,
it with
how-
okay. Then keep it where it's supposed to be with abortions. You know, because I agree
I just want to
100%
know
with
where,
abortions that it's your body and
I
it's
just
your
want to
choice.
know where your stance is on that, because that's where that slogan or that
My
that
issue with abortions is it's not for me, but I don't think that it's my decision to tell anybody what they're supposed to do with their body. That's how I feel with abortions.
But except for the vaccine talk.
Vaccines are different to me because vaccines are
Okay.
part of the.
So you feel like
you guys
you
been
could be-
taking vaccines your whole life, and all of a sudden now you can't take this one vaccine. You got 15
Yeah, because
different
it wasn't
vaccines in
because
your
it wasn't
body.
your choice when you're a baby and your parents decided to give you vaccines. So it wasn't your choice at that time. But when you are old
And yet
enough,
you're
you
here
can make
and
your
you're
own
fine.
decisions. And when you're old enough, you can make your own decisions and you can make conscious decisions. You can decide whether or not the vaccine works for you or works against you. I am
That's fine.
pro-choice, everybody. So if you get vaccinated, that's great. If you don't, that's great for you. Just protect yourself or whatever makes you feel comfortable and stay healthy. That's all I'm saying.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Abbie Knights Show.
Give me some more.
The bioptimized humans achieve ideal levels of aesthetics, performance, and health. It's a state of existence where all the body and brain's functions operate in perfect harmony. A symphony of the factors flowing in optimal quantities and qualities. We have world-class biologists to create the best in-class formulas. Our mission, end physical suffering by optimizing digestion, optimizing brains, and activating bioptimized health. We've been optimizing humans since 2004. Buy Optimizers. Use code Abbie10 for discount at checkout.
And we're back, everyone. Clearly, we have a little bit of a difference of opinion here when it comes to this whole COVID situation, but I feel like this is
choice. It's not the COVID situation. It's choice.
Well, it is choice around the COVID situation, which I feel like this is a largely discussed topic amongst all of us nowadays globally, because it's a global thing. It's not just a national thing for us. But we're just going to leave that where that's at. For all of you guys out there that are listening in, please hit us up and let us know what your thoughts are on these vaccine mandates. Are you pro-vaccine? Are you not? Like Jenny says, she's pro-choice. Are you siding with Cadence? You know what? Let's just break it down. Are you team Jenny? Are you team Cadence when it comes to these vaccines? All right.
Team on this side.
Yeah, and we gotta go. You know what? We'll have a whole poll.
How are you the
everything.
winners when the majority of the people have been vaccinated? There's more people vaccinated in this country than not.
It's not about the vaccination.
It's about opinion.
It's about the choice.
Whether
it's about your choice.
I
can't win that.
I did win that. But look, I didn't even want to get the vaccine.
I
got it, but I didn't want it.
You have choice. You have a choice whether you want to get it or not. That's what I'm pro for. So when I say winning team is when you have a choice to make a choice. That's what I'm saying is a winning
period.
team.
And I like my options, okay?
Yeah, me too.
So do I, and I took it.
There's a lot of craziness.
I feel you. I do. I get it. I just think it's up to the person. I'm not gonna tell someone what's healthy for them, and they're walking around like all healthy and eating right and doing all these things. And
I just don't want to hear that. I just don't want to hear that. I should have took the shot. I don't want to hear that. That's all. That's how I feel.
I've actually never heard that before. But
well, you should probably go watch TV or something and see how.
That's exactly what I don't do. I don't watch. I don't do a lot of. I try not to watch a lot of TV.
And there are people in the hospital. Well, you could go to the hospital right now and you could talk to people that are laying in the ICU right now saying, "I wish."
Right, and there's also a very other side. There's two sides to it, is what I'm trying to say. There's two sides, two choices. It's yes or no, sick or healthy. That's it, and it's up to the person.
Cadence, can you reenact? Right. Can you reenact the I should have gotten the shot thing? How'd that go again? How'd that go again?
I don't know how to do it again.
No. You guys do this to me all the time. Whenever I say something, talk about, ooh, look at her reenactions of stuff, and her imitations are terrible. So how do you do it? Come on. How'd that go again? No. I should have gotten the shot. Well, anyways.
Wait, hold on. Let me just shout out to this person who's trying to use my card.
Got him again.
You have
got him.
You have the fraud department coming for you, and I got all the facts behind it. So I got
there we go. So you know who it is now?
I mean, I have an idea, but I'm Amex is on it, and they're coming for you. You hear me?
For all my people out there, what's going on?
I'm signing off on it too. If they say you want to move further, yes, and give me my money.
Jenny likes to eat a lot, and she's been at Uber Eats for about $400 worth of food today. And
in the last hour, 2 hours.
In the last hour. So as you can tell, someone has gotten her information, and she's not very happy about it, which I would understand.
Yeah.
So
no, honestly,
my next thing is let me hold some money since you got all this money laying around.
I'm actually happy that I don't get to suffer from any of this, and you get to suffer by not eating off of my own money, and that they're going to come for you legally. So that's on you. I'm good over here.
Boo-boo. Okay.
Yes,
my favorite show is Cops. I wish that Cops would chase her down.
What you gonna do?
It would be.
What you gonna do?
That would be so funny to see on Cops. I love Cops. Like whenever I'm in a bad mood, I'll go watch Cops. And it just puts me in such a good mood. Not because the people get in trouble.
When you do when you try to move shady and when you try to do things that you know is
God
not
don't
right,
like ugly.
It comes right back to you. And honestly,
karma.
You could just sit back and relax and see that thing just play right out. Like it is cool over here. I'm happy. Life is good. I always say that because it will continue to be regardless of whatever happens. So
shining, 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 yeah. All of this winning.
That's all you can do.
Jenny says she is not phased. Y'all better watch out with this whole identity theft, credit card theft. It is not a game.
It is not a joke because that is it is not a joke. And I don't have to do anything for it. Shout out to American Express. They look out for you over here.
Do you know how you got hacked? Like, were you opening DMs of Instagrams? Like, hey, check.
I don't know. Honestly, there's so many. There's so many ways.
We have another question. Actually, were you opening DMs, Jenny, or were you navigating websites that might have accidentally leaked your information? We're just trying to find out, what was the search? Did the search involve like the word dog in it somewhere and style?
Hey.
Wait, hold on. Is this okay? What do you guys search on Pornhub? Can we talk about this or no?
No.
Girl.
We can't talk about
it. Is this okay?
Right? What do you type in? What do you type in?
Oh my Lord. See, we were doing so well. We were doing so well today.
What? We talking about open up DMs and going on these things. I just want to know what people type in. You know, everyone has. I had a conversation with a group of people and asked everyone what they type in. It's very interesting because everyone has a different fetish. It's very surprising about what people have an interest in, whether it be shopping, books, clothes, or Pornhub.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So those of you out there, if you'd like to DM Jenny
question.
with your search preferences for the PH, make sure you hit her up. Yeah, that's anytime Jenny starts with, "Is this okay?" Immediately no. Just
immediately no.
It's
No,
never
it's
just
definitely
it's
no.
no.
I just
Every
figured,
time.
you know, we're going into noon, so you know it's no longer morning. It's like now the kiddies are at school or might be playing or taking a nap or something. So now this is adult
11-ish. 10-ish, 11
on a Saturday. On a Saturday, they gotta go to Saturday school.
Oh man.
Wow. Well, at least if you were wondering where Jenny's wheels are turning, I'm sure it's pretty
Your body,
obvious
your
now.
choice.
Your body, your choice.
Your mind, your choice. You could literally type anything in, it'll just pop right up. Just
literally.
like, I want to see.
Literally, in every sense of the word, pop up.
And it just pops up in every way.
So how does that search thing go? So you get on the computer.
You get on the computer, you type it in, you let your imagination just run wild, and then all of a sudden you see everything that's going on your mind on a screen right in front of you. It's amazing. It's like it's YouTube.
She just explained the internet to like somebody in like 1993. That's what she basically
Exactly.
did.
I do have a question though, Jenny.
But naked though. That's
Oh
the difference.
Lord. Listen, Jenny, I have a question for you. When you type in your search, and no, we can't go there, it's not okay. How many words are in your search?
2.
2.
Who searches for the same thing every time? I'm just gonna say that nobody searches for the same thing every.
But
You search for the same thing every time.
It always starts off with these 2 words.
If it's a fetish,
Oh, okay.
then it's always gonna be.
That makes sense.
But
You know,
it's usually do.
I was about to say, because like, who searches for the same thing every time?
so
Honestly, I like to
spicing
see.
in there.
I'm when it comes to that. Never mind. Let me not.
Maybe women are like that. Women, are y'all like that? Do women usually just? What do you, Abby? I mean, I wouldn't do anything like that. I put in Bible scriptures is what I put in. But
Oh
I'm
Lord,
just saying,
enough.
like,
Enough with the lies.
Is it
Enough
like,
with the lies.
Is
your
it too?
lies
Is it all?
are
Is,
no longer
I'm just
affecting your
asking.
brain.
I'm just
Your
asking.
amygdala,
Like maybe
the
maybe that's
frontal
different with
cortex of your
men and
brain
women.
has been affected, and you are now a product of your own lies.
yes, Dr.
Maybe-
Jenny.
Maybe that is it different between men and women? I'm just asking because that's actually a good question.
What?
So,
You
is it
can't
different
speak for-
between
you
men
can't
and
speak
women?
for
I mean, I know it's
everybody.
different between what we search for, but I would think that men probably do a little bit more broader searches of
Well,
things.
here's what I think.
Women are more.
I think men get bored more easily than women do. So I think
Visually,
women,
for sure.
Visually, I feel like men always need like the next best thing. I think for women, it's about the idea of whatever it is that they're into. Maybe being shown by different people. I'm trying to figure out how to say this so that it's appropriate for the morning. But you know, I mean, I feel like
Makes sense.
consistency is key for women. If you know, I feel like women, not all women, all right? Some women are ruthless. They're savages about it. But for the most part, we're emotional beings. So for us, I think that there's a sense of repetitiveness that we tend to look for. Jenny is over here
What is Jenny
with
looking
her
at right now?
trigger
I'm just wondering,
fingers.
what is she doing?
I'm looking.
Oh my God. Okay,
I'm
so
kidding. I'm not looking at. Actually,
I was like, oh my
I'm
God.
actually looking at the weather to just see if what I'm wearing is appropriate for this evening.
The weather.
Because
wow.
I have holes. I have holes in my pants, and I'm looking, and it shows that it is 32 degrees in New York City, and I don't think I need
wow.
Holes
We
in my
go
pants.
from talking about searching keywords, the pH, to
pH.
holes in your pants. Where are you going, Jenny?
Where am I going tonight, or am I going mentally? Two different places.
Oh, I don't even want to know where you're going mentally on that point. You know what? Never mind. I'm sorry I asked. So in other news, Kim Porter was sentenced to 24 months in prison on the manslaughter conviction for Dante Wright. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
24 months.
That's it.
Oh, Lord. I don't even want to get into all this. I already had to let Cadence have it. I'm just kidding.
Well, I will say there's two sides to this. Obviously, the actions are punishable, but she did not look like she intended on. She looked visibly distraught when that happened. However, here's what I will say.
I don't care.
Here's what I will say.
I don't care.
If you cannot differentiate your weapon from a taser as a police officer, considering you have to go through training and it's muscle memory, repetitiveness, you should not be in that field. If your body doesn't react properly in high levels of stress, you should not be in that field. Now, the question is, if this would have been a woman of color, I don't believe she would have received 24 months. I believe it would have been
she
a
definitely
life
would not
sentence.
have. If it was anyone that wasn't white, let me just say it right there. If it was anyone that is not white, they definitely would have gotten some years on that. And
Let's
that's
just
a fact.
put it
Life,
like
not
this.
even years. That would have been like a life
that's a fact.
situation.
Let's just put it like this. If that was anybody else other than a cop, she would have got more than. If I walked outside yesterday and me and Abbie are sitting around playing around and I accidentally shot Abbie and Abbie knows it was an accident, I know it's an accident, and I sat here and begged for forgiveness in the middle of that courtroom, they're putting me in jail longer than 2 years. I got a friend in jail right now that sold drugs, and she's doing 2 years in prison right now for selling drugs.
Right. I can't.
How is
exactly.
this lady getting 2 years for murdering somebody?
Because the man is black and she's white. That's what they look
but it's
at. They
also the
simplify it
police.
as that.
Police get
it's a
allowed to
cop.
do stuff
It's
like
a
that, and it's
woman.
not right. It's not right.
It's a woman. It's a cop. She's white, and then on the other side is a black man. You put that formula together. Of course, they're not going to give her years. They gave her 24 months, and she's going to get out early. I'm sure.
No. Most Fed stuff you got to do like 80%, but still, she's going to do.
Yeah,
she'll be out in 2 years. There's no doubt about it. And there's people that accidentally do stuff all the time, and they're in jail for 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 years. I didn't mean to shoot her. I didn't mean to hurt that person. You know, it's sad. It's really sad that our police have no accountability for the things that they do. You know, that's where we all want.
It sucks for the police that actually do their job. It actually is terrible for the officers that do their job to actually try to change the perception that people have of them and try to change the narrative that they have created for themselves for the past, hundreds of years. And I feel bad for them because there are some good ones over there, but we don't know how they act, under pressure. And two, it's just hard to switch all of it. Like, look at all of us. Like, we see a cop and it's just like, oh shit, like you gotta straighten up in your seat when driving, and you just gotta make sure things are all good. You get a little afraid. And
I'm not even gonna lie. I get afraid when I get pulled over, and by technical standards, I shouldn't be, but I am because of how corrupt the system is when it comes to that. So, I listen. Our love, our thoughts, our prayers with the family of Dante Wright. What a tragedy. I don't even 24 months. People get more than that for literally having like half of an ounce or half of a gram of weed, which is legalized in other states. So I don't know what to make of this. Any of you guys out there, if you have opinions, hit us up, send us a text message to 678-926-4454. Also in other news, according to ABC News, Elon Musk accuses, there's a lot going on. Okay, so apparently Elon Musk accuses SEC of harassment due to withholding money from Tesla shareholders. So for any of you out there that haven't been keeping up with any of this, or you're not in the know for what's going on, apparently this happened earlier this month where the SEC subpoenaed Tesla over Musk's Twitter habits, which I don't know why everybody's so concerned about this whole social media behavior. But I guess, I don't know, when you're the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar companies, I mean, I guess it matters. Right.
He can affect stocks by things that he says on Twitter and stuff like that. Whether it's right or wrong,
yeah, like with Oprah and the cows.
I don't. Okay, see, so I don't get into stock market stuff, so ignorance is bliss. So Tesla CEO Elon Musk accused the Securities and Exchange Commission of harassment and of withholding $40 million to Tesla shareholders. So $40 million were withheld to Tesla shareholders, adding to long-running tensions between the billionaire and the nation's top corporate regulator, which seems like Elon Musk is doing a whole lot in the headlines these days anyway. I've been seeing a lot more of Elon Musk, I feel like, in the last month than I have in the last 2-3 years.
Can you imagine how cool it'd be to be able just to, whenever you feel like the government is treating you wrong, you can just put out a big article and everybody pays attention to it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody gets treated like that.
You got to get your billions up. You got to get your billions up for that.
Like that. It sucks that that's the way it is, but if the police came and picked me up to ask questions, they're not going to be cool with me. That's not what they do, and that's what the SEC is doing, the same thing there. So, but I'm sure he's getting treated bad, and being done wrong by them, no doubt about it, so.
Well,
it's
perks
sad.
of
Must be crazy to be a genius like that.
Right. I was going to say perks of being a genius and a billionaire, more money, more problems, as they say. Also, Sophia Giroux, I think that's how you say her last name. If I mispronounced it, I am so sorry, but I thought this was so cool. Victoria's Secret is making history by making her their very first model with Down syndrome. She's been featured on the Love Cloud campaign that they just released, and I think they're showing that they're progressive. Bottom line. Awesome. That's where it's at. They're showing that they're definitely effectively making changes within the company and the branding. And honestly, I think they have to. Victoria's Secret's taking a big hit. I don't love them like I used to. And I got to say, the quality of their garments is not what it used to be either. And the prices keep going up.
Because they're seeing that they do not cater to everyone. They had a very specific demographic of a body type, I should say, that they were trying to promote. But then Fenty came out. Shout out to my girl Rihanna, and she has all shapes, colors, and sizes, and I love everything she's about.
So from a woman's perspective, one thing I will say is that for years I always heard that Victoria's Secret was that they did not cater to plus size women, which I can totally understand.
You didn't have to hear that. You saw it.
Yeah. They say that when you go in there?
You saw on the runway. You saw it. Sorry?
They say that when you go in there?
No. It's kind of like
see it. Like
it's like a hidden
the Victoria's Secret fashion show, for example, is like really popular in the fashion.
Oh yeah, runway. I get that. Yeah.
And what would you see walking down the
beautiful,
runway?
Thin, fit women?
It's the same body type, all beautiful, by the way, but it's the same body type, and it's just like you don't see any. Oh God, I can't even say these words. You don't see any big breasts or big bottoms down there. And then now you're starting to see it more because everyone,
Jenny, I am so proud of you. That took a lot for you to censor yourself.
I know.
Can we please just round of applause? Jenny is evolving, people. Okay. Nice. She is learning how to censor herself.
That's one of the good things I'll say about how the world is moving forward. Some things we're moving a little too fast, but I think that's something that you can honestly say. I remember being a kid, and the kids that had special needs, they hid them, and it wasn't cool for them to be around and things like that. And now it's like they want to include them. I seen a video of a kid that had special needs that was playing on the basketball team. And they let him get the last senior shot, and the other team, actually moved out the way and let him make a shot, and he actually made it and everything, and it's just
I did see that. That was cute.
And just to see that everybody's being included, instead of being so exclusive. So I think that's a really awesome thing. And if Victoria's Secret was smart, they'd start getting more stuff for other women. You know, I've never thought about it like that, that, you know, that they don't have all that stuff for everybody in there.
They don't. And their sizes are not, I will say their sizes have gotten smaller. I had always been a medium over there. And all of a sudden I go get mediums and I'm like, dang, did I gain a bunch of weight? Since, I don't know, it seems like they've done a switch up on their sizes. But I will say to everybody listening, I do have a question. And please feel free to text us your response, or you can find us on Instagram at Talks Radio, TAKS Radio, or send us a text message to 678-926-4454. What is your idea or your definition of beauty? Because in today's world, society's perception is a little warped, in my opinion, of what beauty is, what it embodies, what it's supposed to look like. But that is why, and you know, in relation to what you were saying, Jenny, that's why I love Rihanna and what she did with Fenty. Because in her fashion show, everybody, beauty is not Instagram models. That is not real bodies. That's not what
subjective.
Real bodies
Beauty
look
is
like.
subjective. Everybody has a type, you know. Also,
for sure.
Working in the club, and for those of you who don't know, I've worked in the strip club. So working in the strip club, you have a lot of people that come in and they request girls, but they don't always request the same look. You have men that come in that usually have, you know, they have like a girlfriend that may look a certain way. They request the complete opposite. It's crazy. They want variety.
Mm-hmm. And bodies are beautiful, like, and I think that's the problem with society today, that people don't remember what a natural body looks like, because they're so used to being on the internet and searching their favorite keyword, or being on Instagram and scrolling and seeing the doctored bodies, which, no disrespect to anyone that's had surgery. If it's what you wanted to do, it makes you feel better about yourself. Kudos to you. It's beautiful. But I think that as people, we need to start being more realistic with what a normal human being looks like. Everybody doesn't have a round bottom with like triple D's up top and a 2-inch waist. Like, that's not even real life. People have cellulite, stretch marks, acne. What did you call it, Jenny? You
Hair.
get one breast that's larger than the other, longer than the other, rounder than the other, whatever you want to call it. Like, stuff like that's part of being a human being. Everybody thinks that you get what you see on the internet and that's real life. It's not. So I'm just saying.
Care. We don't care.
Men don't care.
We ain't never took no bra off and been like, oh, what is that one? Oh no, we can't do this. I'm gone.
Really? You've never looked at anyone's breast and you'd be like, I don't really like these right here.
Okay, so I did a long time ago. I did have
really
a girl
like
before
these right here.
that was like her.
No,
she
you
didn't
haven't,
shave
I'm
her
saying.
legs, and that made me get up and have somebody call me so I could leave, because that was just way too much for me.
Wait,
but
she
other
didn't
than that,
shave? You said she did not shave her legs?
didn't shave her legs. It's
Oh,
the
yeah,
closest
that's
thing
too
I
much.
could
So
imagine.
you never had sex with a hairy leg woman?
Oh my God, no. No.
Ew.
No.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
that's
Let me not
your-
say
that's-
that though. Let me not say it's something for everybody. It's just not for me.
Yeah, that's not. So that's not.
I
your
could not
type,
walk
a
around with hairy
hairy
legs.
leg woman.
No, at all. That is a no. I will no.
Oh,
That's a no for you, dog.
That is a big
What about armpit
no.
hair?
Armpit hair, yeah, that's a big no too. That's a big no
For you.
me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to like bury your face in it?
No, who would want to do that? No. I mean, I'm sure there's people that would, but no, that's not me.
That's not for you.
No,
On a man, a hairy armpit is okay for me. I don't care what you do, honestly. But
You're gonna
But I
bury your
think-
face in a hairy armpit with a man that you're with?
yeah,
Ugh, gross.
yeah, I like to know what he smells like.
She said that before, though. You
She
know,
has said
I
that.
like
She
to
said
know
that
what a man
before.
smells like. I want to know what your armpit smells like too.
But
It shouldn't stink. It should smell like you, like the essence of who you are. But I don't want it to be. I'm not talking about a musty armpit, but you know, if I happen to be, I'm short, I'm little, so I'm usually under the man's armpit. I'm tiny. I'm literally like above between.
And she says she
like,
likes
the-
bigger men. She
between the
wants to
height
feel-
of like a man's belly
monstrous
button.
men was
Yeah, she
was the
likes
word she
big,
used.
Monstrous men. Yeah.
Like I'm usually a little above their belly button and under their armpit. So that in that like that height range.
Oh
so,
my God, Jenny.
I'm only 5'2", so
wait.
I'm only 5'2", and this is for someone who's like maybe 6.
So you're basically like in the you like the Shaq and his ex-wife dynamic. You want to basically be half the person's size.
I like feeling little. I personally like.
Clearly.
Would you date a 7 foot tall guy like
She probably
that?
has.
Yeah, I would.
You climb that tree, girl. She climbed right up that tree.
If he's corny. If he's corny, I also wouldn't. Height isn't all that there is.
No, I get that. I get
you know
that.
what I mean? But as
would
far
you
as,
date
like,
someone that's your height?
I have not dated someone my height.
But would you?
I haven't come across that before to make that type of decision. But generally
5'2", that's real short.
Sounds
That's
like a lot of
generally
pleading the
speaking,
Fifi.
Exactly. But generally speaking, I don't usually, because I like to feel little. So I don't like to feel, I like to feel small. I like to feel like you can
Well, that
toss
don't
me-
exist in my
toss
world
me-
trying to feel small. I'm too damn tall for that. I try to feel small. I got to get like
But you
someone
date
that's
big
8
old
feet
tall
tall.
guys too. That's the same thing you said. You date these big, huge linebacker dudes.
Okay, first of all, not linebackers. Second,
She dates the running back.
I'm almost 6 feet tall. I'm basically 6 feet tall with
Woo!
heels. So
Abby, what's up?
if a guy is
My
6'4",
type of man.
he's only like a couple inches taller than me, just barely. So
Okay.
that's my thing about that. I don't want to date someone who's like 5'2". What am I supposed to do? I got some heels on. I got to put you on my back or something, carry you like a baby. If I want to give you a kiss, like, I don't know. It's not
Backpack.
backpack. So actually, while we're on the topic of this and bodies and privates and all this stuff, what were you
Short
gonna
guys
say?
like tall women. I just want to say that before you move on. So,
You know what? But
We
yeah,
love
before
tall
we
women.
move on to the topic, Cadence, what is it about that?
I don't know what it is, to be honest, but it's just something
Every
about a
shorter
taller
guy I
woman.
know loves a tall woman. Is it the
Yep.
long legs or something? I don't know.
That works for me. That
everything.
works for
That
me.
works for
Women,
me.
you know what it is? I think men just like women, period. It doesn't matter. Women like
That
men.
part.
I
Very-
like
yeah.
men. I like a masculine man. So that's why I like to feel small. I like to feel a certain way. I don't necessarily go for a look, but I like to feel small. And when I say small, I don't mean degrading.
Yeah.
Difference. But I
We-
meant,
It goes back to like we said a couple weeks ago. Women choose men. You know what I mean? For the most part, you know what I mean? There's a few men out here that get a chance to, that are lucky enough to be able to pick their woman like that. But for the most part, women are like, oh yeah, that's gonna be my man, and then that's how it kind of works out from there. So.
Do guys care if they can't pick up the woman that they're with? I'm sorry, I know this was
What?
total left field,
Okay.
but I'm just curious.
That's a good question. a good
you
question.
should, honestly.
I don't
I
think
wanna be picked up. I
you'd be
guess
surprised how strong most short guys are pretty strong. We can
But
pick y'all up.
it's
Y'all
not
ain't
even
that
like a
big.
short
You're-
thing.
Men have some strength to them that, we
Man,
have a
come on
different
now.
type of strength. We got that strength within. You guys got
Yeah.
a lot of that.
Okay,
about
that grip.
And if it comes
Yes.
down to it, you ain't about to be all embarrassed. You gonna find a way. You may hurt in the morning because there was a little bit too much lifting.
Right, you're
for you,
gonna-
but-
No, but I'm
you ain't
saying,
about to give it up then.
okay, fellas that are listening in right now, if you are with a woman and you cannot pick her up, is that a deal breaker? I'm just curious. What are you gonna
That's
say,
a
Jenny?
good question.
I don't, and this is not about short, tall, whatever. Just generally, if you are with a woman that you
just
cannot
like
pick up,
BBWs just
is
pick
that a
girls
deal?
like that.
Not even. It could be a girl that's fit, but that weighs like over 200 pounds, and the guy for some reason maybe he's not as strong. Is that a deal? Okay. So listen, a little backstory, real quick. I'm gonna get to what you're gonna say, Jenny. I'm gonna let you finish, but first, okay, I was watching Love is Blind, and one of the guys on there was saying that he had the stipulation that any girl that he dated, if he could not carry them on top of his shoulders, it was a deal breaker.
Oh Lord.
So,
Wow. Okay.
I just thought, is
But
this a thing with
that's his
men?
type, though.
Do men care? Like, if you're with a woman and you
never-
can't, I mean, I feel like, listen, you could still make the magic happen laying down. I don't know why you got to be doing acrobatics with people, but Is it a deal breaker for you if you're dating a woman? I'm not saying she's big, whatever. Just generally, if you cannot pick her up, is that a deal breaker for you?
I think for him, that's more of just his type. He just likes, I remember sitting around with my friends and they'd be like, oh man, that girl's got a big butt. And then we turn around and look and we'd be like, that ain't a big butt.
Oh,
what are you talking
Butterface.
about? You know what I mean? No, just because to him it was huge. To me, it wasn't very big. It was just average. You know what I mean? So,
okay.
So to
everything's
him,
subjective, right?
it's all subjective. Yeah. So to him, he's probably like, I want a skinny girl. He likes probably petite women that he can, girls that are going to be like her, where he can just kind of, pick them up and do whatever he needs to. So to him, to have a big girl like that, if he can't put her on his shoulders, he doesn't want to be with her. So, I mean, it makes sense. It was definitely not the right thing to say because it's probably a little offensive to bigger women, but I get where he's coming from.
It is very subjective. That's very true. Because when I was working between the clubs of Atlanta and New York, working at both, in Atlanta, I'm small and petite. And in the club that I was working at in New York, I'm more of like the voluptuous girl there. So it's like, but I'm the same. It's me. I'm the same body, but literally depending on where I was, I got a different.
You fall into a different category.
I fall into a different category. So it's crazy. But I would work at both two completely different nightclubs, and two different types of women, body types in there. So yeah, interesting.
Makes sense.
It is interesting.
Okay.
But I don't know if men just sit around and go, can I pick up my girl like that? I don't know if that's like one of our prerequisites inside of our head. I mean,
so listen,
some guys are out there like that.
I did want to ask you guys before we head out, because we're about to jump into break. I did come across, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to segue you guys, but I didn't realize how much we had gone over our time. We tend to do this a lot, but look, the conversation's good. So check it out. I did see a post of this guy with his brother who had, I believe he had Down syndrome. And he said that he was grooming his brother, got him a fresh haircut, clean shave, all that. He said he even manicured his region down south. And I just want to know, he did it for his brother. His brother can't do it himself.
Why?
He's autistic or Down syndrome. I don't know. I don't remember. I can't recall. You guys don't come for me. I can't recall what it was. But
so he gave him a manscape downstairs, basically.
He gave him a manscape because he said he wanted his brother to feel good about himself all the way around because he couldn't do it by himself. So I just want to know.
I don't know how.
Would you do this for your siblings?
I would do it for them, but what did he ask for it? Did the guy who got his thing done, did he ask for it to get done?
I don't. He looked like he was smiling real big.
Did the barber just like do it on his own and was like, you know what, let me do this, and then the autistic man just wasn't an ability to say no, so it just happened? And how did this make the news? Like, who told somebody? Who called people or who posted it on social media to make this go viral and say, yo, I gave my brother a trim around his
southern region?
So many questions.
I don't understand how this.
I'm just saying. So how does that work?
Just gets out there.
You
like
lift,
that.
you shave, and then you blow.
You give it a little blow.
Blow the little hair out the way. I don't know.
You better go buy him some clippers and put a little edger on that, a little guardrail on that thing, and tell him to go to work. So because I don't think I'm doing that one.
I mean, I guess because at the end of the day, when women get their Brazilian wax, someone else is doing it. Because I've tried to give myself a Brazilian before, and you got to bend in all these different ways.
I did that.
Hard.
That was tragic. I will never do that again. You tried that?
Yeah, I don't do it anymore.
Did it? I mean, wait, hold on. I got questions for you. Wait.
I'm so
I have questions.
Interested. What is going on?
Were you able to actually finish?
What, doing the Brazilian?
Waxing yourself?
I did finish. I was able to get a mirror and get the certain angles, and I'm pretty flexible, so I was able to do it. But it took a lot of work. So if I did have someone there that I was comfortable with to do it for me, yeah, I probably would have.
How did you do that though? Because mine, when I did
you gotta get the mirror. You gotta get the mirror.
Listen, I'm not talking about the mirror.
Oh my God.
My issue was not the mirror. You know what my problem was? Ladies, I know you can feel me on this. I know people are about to laugh at me about this, but look,
I'm already laughing.
I'm just being honest, okay? One time I was like, why? Because I used to wax my legs all the time. Thank God for laser hair removal. Shout out to
I know,
the
me
laser
too.
companies.
Shout
Changed my
out
life.
to laser hair
Facts.
removal because I don't touch a thing anymore, and it just
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
you don't have to worry about anything ever in life. You could just wake up and just have everything smooth all day, every day.
Always ready to go. I'm just saying. But
Yeah, she ready, guys.
she stays ready. Okay, so she ain't got to get ready. So listen, the one time that I tried to do this,
She did the sea walk. She said it earlier.
so the one time I tried to do it, I bought the Brazilian wax, that thicker wax that they sell. And when I went to put it on, I pulled the strip and the wax wasn't coming off. So I had a situation.
Did you rip a piece of your skin?
No, it did not.
Oh.
I've actually, in LA, I was getting a Brazilian, and I don't know what that lady did. That thing was scorching hot, and it did take some of my skin off. I never went back there.
Oh,
but
my Lord.
listen, when I did
No.
that myself, the wax would not come off. And that was
Oh, Lord.
horrible.
I
That's why I was
cried.
like, you were, because it was supposed to be like the thicker European wax, but you still are supposed to use the strip. Anyway, it was a nightmare. Ladies, have any of you guys had tragic self-waxing situations? We want to hear all about it. Hit us up at Talks Radio, TAKS Radio. If you want to be anonymous, head over to the website, drop an email, or you can hit us up through a text message, 678-926-4454. Did the waxing situation work out? Have you ever waxed your man? Fellas, have you gotten waxed? We want to hear all about it. My waxing ladies have told me stories about how men get their little, down south region
Men do that
wax.
too? Really?
Yes, and you got to pull the side, you got to hold the thing, and it's a situation. I
Dude,
want to know.
They put their legs up and everything too. Legs
Oh
out.
my God.
No, they just do the little diamond shape. And they got to lift up, apparently. I don't know. I don't wax people. But yeah, if you've got wax, we want to hear your best and worst waxing stories. Once again, hit us up on Instagram at Talks Radio, TAKS Radio, or send a text message to 678-926-4454. I hope nobody else got stuck like I did, because trying to wash that wax off was not the business. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Make sure you don't go anywhere. You're listening to The Abbie Knights Show.
Wake your ass up. It's time for the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the best show in the city.